we are here. Um, I still haven't slept yet, and I'm trying to do some. This part hopefully will be a little bit fast. I'll just try to finish these two and call it a day. So it might take less than 1 hour if I done it right. So let's do it. Let's just do it. So we are going to try to code the button save to change the values of the active action, and whenever we change the data in here we get different values. I mean, um, to change the data of these guys, the active actions or active conditions objects, and we need to make sure that the new data doesn't conflict with the list. So the list is unique, not in the key only, but in these guys. So what we are going to do is to check if the temporary AP, or the animated particle that we are targeting, action condition dictionary contains the name that we are trying to change into. For example, this name, because this name will be saved in the dictionary. Does it exist already or not? So this one, if it does, then return. Give me a second. He's not happy with that. Oh yeah, contains key or whatever, because he was checking for key value instead of a key. We just want to check the key. Second, we will check if the temporary list we have does exist in the dictionary or not. And this temporary list that we are dealing with is not saved yet, so it's not. So actually this code worked in a brilliant way. I was going to say brilliantly, and I all of a sudden got my tongue tied. Yeah, some of the words I cannot pronounce it fast. So this thing, we loaded already. Whenever you select an object, whenever you change the values, it will change in here. So it will check on these before we make the additions in here. And then we need to reinitialize. And now this is the problem. First of all, we need to change the name in the list. And because the list must be selected, we need to add a condition here. If it is not selected, then we return. And then we need to change the name of the selected one. And we give it a new name, and we already checked if it exists or not in here. So we shouldn't have duplicated names. Actually, all of them are conditions to return, so we can group them. And the last step is, because dictionary, we cannot change the key of the dictionary, we remove the dictionary old name, and we should do that before this, because this one is saving the old name, the action list item, the selected item, so the text. So temp ab5 active or action condition remove, and we take the key, and then we add the key just like here, exactly the same thing. And let's check the logic of the code. Let's take the new name, not the old one, and add it in the active actions object, and take the temporary and thing in here, the state, and that's it. Now deletion is a little bit less hassle. It only needs two conditions: that the AB is selected and action condition list is selected, and then if it is selected, then we can remove it from this line, and we do the initialize. And if this is finished, if that's it, this will be the shortest part ever. So maybe I'll call it Bart 7a or something. I don't know. Because I'm going down and have something to eat and return back. So before I go down for real, so let's add states and add actions. And then we add X here, V here, and call it ADD, and add A, and if we change A into B, it didn't reinitialize. Oh, I know why. Because it's already telling me, oh, it already exists what you're doing. So what should we do with this case? You see, it checked itself, and this is a problem. It shouldn't check itself. So because this thing is it's a condition, this thing is a condition of containing the name. We need to make a condition as well, but that won't work. I can make a condition based off the name. I say if this is the same name, then yeah, if I base it on the name, I cannot change it based on the name, if you get what I'm going to say. Maybe we need to add two conditions. The first condition, if the name is the same, or maybe we add a condition that you can change it by the name. Look at that, so simple logic, and all of a sudden it became a little bit complicated because we add only one condition extra to the whole thing. So we have two cases. The first case, if we need to change the name, and the second condition is if the name is the same. So if the name already exists, it already will cancel the whole job, and this is bad. This is bad. I just noticed that. So let's just commit, as one of my instructor was used to say it in that way. Comment this line and take a look on the rest. So imagine if we have the same name, and imagine if we have a different name. So if we have a different name, same name I mean, dictionary contains action condition. What the hell am I doing? Oh, this is the function I made to make sure if the condition already exists. I mean, the list of conditions. That's the work the last hour. And here, to check if the list of conditions or active conditions are the same or not. So maybe we don't need this either. So funny. So it doesn't matter if it is the same or not. If it is the same, screw it. We're just going to delete it and add the new one. If not, then screw it. Just we're going to delete it and add. God. So these kinds of conditions were unnecessary in the first place. I could make a jump. Oh, if this is different and this is different, let's do it in that way. Oh, if this is different, this is different, let's do it in that way. Or just screw it. So let's test it again. I was giving you a free philosophy lesson about how the human brain works in unnecessary way most of the time and waste a lot of. I wish if I was a cyborg sometime, because I'm using the word waste all the time, like if it was a religion or something, that you don't have to waste any second in your life. That's what Stoltz could up. When you make a weird and wrong word and you screw up the whole song, if you notice which one I meant. So we are going to have X and Y, and we call it ADD. And the state is A. And I want to change X into Y, no, into W, and save. Ooh, Jesus, what have I done? Tim AB5. Do you want to kill me or something? Be careful with that. So this one should change into A. It didn't delete X, it just added W. Let me guess. And delete, it didn't change or save the temporary list. That's my guess. So let me go. No, it did. It did. It did. Then why? Then why did that happen? And did we call reinitialize A or reinitialize? As you can see in the node, I did clear the items. then y let me test something. You know, this thing accept numbers, right? Of course it doesn't when you don't have an AP. Let me click on this 3 times. Okay. And here we add A, and then we change it into B, then we delete it, and then we add A again. Yeah. Yeah. Something is going on with these 3 lovers. So let's take a look on what's going on. Hello. So yeah, both of them doesn't call the oh wait a minute, it doesn't need a reinitialize, it just need to make sure that we are adding removing these items. Add, save, and this one doesn't delete. Maybe this is the whole issue, so let's give it a try. I haven't made a full test of the whole thing yet. As you can see, I'm still dealing with the whole system. And God save me from that day. So let's delete that and save. Nope. Let's change this into 3 and save. Yeah. Something is going on here. Don't you love these kinds of errors and bugs? You just feel like the continuous war between the computers and the programmers. It's just like the Crusader War or the Holy War, the Crusade. حرب المقدسة. So the temporary thing is empty, and all of a sudden it has 1 element. I'll be done in a few minutes hopefully. And let's add, I'll change it into 2 and see why this thing is going up. So this thing has 1 and it should remove. Oops. So let's yeah, let's take this one instead. And oops. Oh wait, this is the same one. Let's think for a second what the heck is going on. Yeah, this is the code order, I believe, problem, because in here we change it in the list first, so it is all code order actually. So let's move this one down. Thank you for making noise for the screen.
You're welcome.
So let's change it into here first. And it doesn't matter if I put it in the front or in the back, but I'll put it in the back. And this should solve the problem. It's funny, with all the logic and all these problems that I dealt with in my life, and code order still screwing me up sometimes. So here, let's go to the animation and add A, V, C, and change this one into B, and change this one 1, 2, 3. Yes, this is incomplete. As you can see later on, I need to confirm the user and say, hey, you already used these. You want to change them all, or do you want a replacement for it? So, yeah. I don't know how long that will take, but hopefully it won't take long. Actually, it won't, because each states are defined by the same AP. So it will be a local search inside one AP only. So this won't take long, hopefully. But I'm going to add all these sugar coats things later on. And now let's change this into 2 and add it. And all of a sudden we add 3 to it and change it. And then change this one into 1 and save it. And then remove 3 and save it. And as you can see, the change is happening. So let's change the name. Let's change the state. And it seems everything is working. Just in case, let's test it for the last time. And here you go. So this BART is only less than half the time. I apologize. Hopefully we will do better next time. So thank you for watching, and see you later in the next part 8.